I think truthfully, it's a capital thing. Um, because to trade futures, you do need an account that has margin, which you need 25K minimum in those accounts. So I think it comes down to capital. In my head, I feel like options and futures carry the same level of risk, even though I don't know if the numbers say that they do, but in
Mhm.
my head, that appetite is the same. So it's not really a risk thing for me, but it is like a upfront capital thing.
Oh, that's actually a great point because the reason that Top Step is in existence is because largely most of us don't have that capital event to go in and trade the futures market because the futures market is leveraged and they need a significant amount of margin in your account in order to trade that. So the one big thing, one, if you don't want to be a pattern day trader trading options, you would need that 25,000. And then two, if you wanted to trade futures, you'd really need that kind of capital also. But what Top Step does is actually eliminate that requirement of capital. And so you can literally come in there with as little as $49 a month while you get your feet wet in the market. They give you a $50,000 trading account in order to trade the futures. And you can trade all kinds of futures. You can trade standardized futures that are futures on equities. And you can also trade futures that are physical that are related to specific commodities. And so there's a gigantic array of instruments, and you can get your feet wet, learn how leverage works in the market space, and really expose yourself to a maximum outlay of $49 a month until you figure out how it works. And you have requirements. It says, hey, listen, if you can make a minimum of $3,000 without losing $1,500, then you move to something called an XFA. And that actually is a funded account that will allow you to draw down and get paid directly from the company while you're in the futures market. And there's even one more step. There's a step that allows you to go from that XFA to a live funded account where you're really taken care of by the company. They do a lot of wonderful things for their traders, but you've built up a cushion of capital from trading in your XFA, and you get to move that to live. So if you think about a class, let's say you take a class in something, you and I both have spent a number of years at college, and we know classes can get very expensive for a semester, right? I mean, we're talking 700 to $5,000 for a semester, depending on one class, depending on where it is that you are. And so essentially, you get Top Step, which is $49 a month for the smallest account, and it puts you in a program where you've got traders that are likewise, like you, learning together. We've got Top Step TV, where we have traders come in, explain their mechanics, how they're doing every day. You get to watch them trade live, talk about why they're choosing positions. And then you have the Top Step performance coaches that will literally come out there during different parts of Top Step TV's trading day and say, here are some key events that you might ought to think about if you're looking to trade. So that really gets over that capital requirement, but it's very interesting to me that a lot of people have no idea that this actually exists. Did you?
I did not. I think that in my head, there's no drawback to something like that. Um, yeah. So if I had known about it, I probably would have jumped on it sooner.
All right. So I guess it's up to us where you get to get the word out a little bit better, huh? We're not,
Sounds like it.